Lori Motis has been president of the Atlantic District since October of 2020, after serving 2 years, as first VP, Atlantic District of Women of Reform Judaism, Prior to that, she was program chair for the district's 2018 convention. She is a past president and chaplain of the Sisterhood at Congregation Beth Or in Maple Glen, Pennsylvania. She held numerous VP positions within her sisterhood there. She has been a resident of the Philadelphia area for the past 38 years and is originally from Buffalo, New York, and received a BFA in medical illustration from the Rochester Institute of Technology. Lori and her sister Kim have been in the party decorating business for 13 years. Lori has been married to Mark for 32 years, and they have a daughter and son-in-law, Sarah and Jacob, and a daughter, Julia. And Lori will be now giving you the D'var Torah.
Shabbat Shalom, everyone. I am so honored to be here to celebrate Sisterhood Shabbat with you. Thank you, Cindy, for introducing me. And thank you to Marilyn and the Sisterhood board for inviting me to be with you this evening. The pasha for this week is Naso from the book of Numbers. At this point in the story, we are still following the Israelites in the desert after the events at Mount Sinai. Covered here are some of the procedures for the community to follow to protect the sanctity of the camp as a whole. These include dealing with a person who is physically impure, a person who betrays another, and a woman accused of adultery. Then the narrative shifts to focus on the individuals who enhanced and maintained this sanctity for the community. Through Moses, God gives the priests a blessing for the people of Israel. Known as the priestly blessing, we still recite these words at most occasions, as we did at tonight's Ufruf. The Nazarite was an individual who dedicated herself, yes, surprisingly, women were allowed, or himself to God for a specific length of time. They were to follow strict prohibitions against wine and contact with the dead, similar to the consecration of the chief priest. They were also prohibited from cutting their hair. According to Rabbi David Nelson, quote, "In the Nazarite, we have a model of sacred status with increased responsibility entered into voluntarily by any man or woman willing to accept the terms of the challenge. Such voluntarism in accepting responsibility for Kiddushah, holiness, is a valuable model for our age when all coercive elements have faded from our Judaism and our participation and commitment are strictly a matter of choice," end quote. Like the ancient Nazarites, we also choose to take responsibility for the Kiddushah of our community by being sisterhood members. As Marilyn explained in her greeting, your sisterhood here at Temple Emanu-El does amazing work in contributing to your community. All of your contributions are such good work, and you should feel proud of your accomplishments for your temple. Your work also reaches outside the temple community, and that is also a great example for bringing Kiddushah to the community as a whole. Another way your sisterhood helps the community is through WRJ, an affiliate of the Union for Reform Judaism and a vital part of the Reform movement. The Women of Reform Judaism is the organizational umbrella for hundreds of affiliated sisterhoods with tens of thousands of members around the globe. Chartered in 1913 as the National Federation of Temple Sisterhoods, WRJ has an extensive history being at the forefront of social action and change, advancing the role of women in Jewish life and supporting the growth of reform institutions around the world. We strive to strengthen the voice of women and advocate for women's rights in religious practice and public policy. WRJ's diversified activities include projects supporting religious and family education and a wide range of social justice and women's issues. Here are just a few. By providing program ideas, Torah study guides, and a wide variety of publications on worship, holidays, and more, we nurture spiritual growth and deepen Jewish engagement. Our groundbreaking The Torah, A Woman's Commentary, was published in 2007. A Hebrew version will soon be available to the students studying in Israel at Hebrew Union College. Our YES Fund, which stands for Youth, Education, and Special Projects, trains future leaders of Reform Judaism by providing scholarships for rabbinical and cantorial students at Hebrew Union College's 4 campuses. Support of youth is among the YES Fund's proudest achievements. WRJ founded and continues to support NFTY, the National Federation of Temple Youth, where our youth build friendships, establish strong Jewish identities, and develop leadership skills. We support URJ camps and Israel programs and give special scholarships for young women to attend the URJ SciTech camps to encourage and support their interest in the STEM fields, or science, technology, engineering, and mathematics. The YES Fund's reach is global, providing support for the World Union for Progressive Judaism and its programs around the world. The Israel Religious Action Center also receives funding to continue the struggle for religious pluralism in Israel. In addition to our philanthropy, WRJ has a strong advocacy platform. WRJ, starting with our support for women's suffrage in 1913, has always been on the forefront of civil issues. We have led the charge and convinced our movement partners to take action on many issues, including women in the rabbinate, reproductive rights and justice, pay equity, and immigration. Many women in WRJ find themselves drawn to advocacy. As an organization with thousands of members, we are able to raise our voices and have an impact on issues that resonate with us. WRJ is divided into 8 districts throughout the country. Your sisterhood is part of the Atlantic District, which encompasses New Jersey and Pennsylvania. The district provides close contact with sisterhoods, offering smaller events such as area days and our district convention that can be more accessible than very large international conferences. Districts are a source of information from WRJ to you and from you to WRJ. We also offer speakers, like myself tonight, that your sisterhood can utilize for programming, and consultants to help if you are facing challenges. Sisterhood and WRJ have provided me with opportunities to learn, grow, and develop new skills. I have made friendships that enrich my life, and these are just a few of the added benefits of belonging to this wonderful organization, even as I do what sometimes feels like the hard work of serving our community, doing tikkun olam, and passing all of this on to the next generation for the future of the Jewish people. According to Rabbi Elise Frischman from the Barnard Temple in Franklin Lakes, quote, "The word Naso means raise up. Parshat Naso emphasizes that what raises one up emerges through community service rather than self-service. The symbiotic relationship between individual, tribe, and Mishkan defined our people then and inspires us now," unquote. I would like to end with this piece by Ann Ebersman from the Torah, A Woman's Commentary, entitled Precious Gifts. God tells Moses to take a census, literally to raise the heads of the Levites. But aren't the Levites already weighed down? After all, their job is to carry the tabernacle through the wilderness. From this we learn that the things that we carry, the things that weigh us down, actually raise us up. These are our most precious gifts. Thank you.
Thank you, Lori. for sharing those words this evening and for lifting us up, as well as thank you to our sisterhood for lifting our synagogue up for the so many years that our synagogue has been here for. So thank you to entire sisterhood tonight.